So today I was asked to come and give a talk, kind of an hour Q&A session with a kind of variety of small business owners, real estate agents, and just a good mix here at the Brooksville Chamber of Commerce. So spent an hour talking with these guys, giving them the best advice that I could for free, and and so it was a good day. It was a good talk. I think brought some value, and yeah, just another day at the office. For all of you sitting in the room, I don't care what product or service you are selling, your content every single day needs to be focused around who is my consumer, number one, who do I want to be my consumer, number two, what do they care about, how do I bring them value, and when I do that, then I will build trust, and when I build trust, they will use my service or my product. I think, again, it comes back to who do I want the attention of, what do they care about, and then create content that gives them that, right? So I think, I had a conversation with the agent the other day who was like, I really need, my audience is all renters. Like, he's a younger guy, I think he's 25, 26. He's like, my audience is all renters. I'm like, okay, well, where are you posting? On Instagram, okay? You realize that Instagram skews heavily under 35, right? Are you posting on Facebook? No. Okay, well, let's be logical then, right? You're sitting there posting colorful videos with rap music playing in the background on Instagram. Who do you think you're attracting? Like, that's the audience you're attracting. If you don't want that audience and you want an older audience, then you have to start dissecting that audience and where is their attention? While yes, Instagram continues to get older, their attention is much more in a Facebook environment. So now I have to go, I know I have to be on Facebook, and now it's what do they care about and how can I bring them value? What are the top 3 things that they need to be worrying about when selling their home or buying a second home or whatever that is. Now I'm elevating it versus, and maybe don't put rap music in the background. Like, just, understanding who your audience is and being very contextual to that audience. Now, that does not mean that he can't post on Instagram. They're 2 different audiences, and that's another thing we get caught is we think our Facebook and Instagram and everything has to be the same. It doesn't. You have different audience segments on all of these platforms, whether it's LinkedIn. And in fact, the same consumer. I am a different person on LinkedIn than I am on Instagram than I am on Facebook.
And Pinterest.
And Pinterest. Oh, does Pinterest have a soft spot with you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to leave out Pinterest. Pinterest too. And if you're not leveraging YouTube, you absolutely need to be. So, those are all things. Now, one of the excuses I get back a lot is, well, I don't have time to post on all those platforms. The time is a huge thing for me, right? You are a business owner. I don't care if you are in real estate or not. You own a business or are responsible for the marketing of that business. This is your job. Your job is to market yourself in front of potential customers. So the fact that you don't have time, if you literally dissect out 30 minutes a day, you could post on all these platforms. But again, it's got to be contextual to each platform. So one picture, one video, one copy does not work across all of these platforms. So again, it comes down to understanding who is my customer on each of these platforms and customizing the content to be relevant to them on that platform. I would not post as long of a video on Instagram as I would on YouTube. Well, they cap you at 60, but regardless, I would not post it because it's not gonna do as well. So, like when Jonathan's my video guy, when he's back there, when we do a 6-minute video, that whole 6-minute video goes on YouTube, it goes on Facebook. But a 30-second clip of that is going on Instagram, right? Not even a minute a lot of times. It's 30 seconds, 40 seconds, because it's very fast, quick interactions, right? So it's just understanding each platform and being contextual to this. Every single person who likes one of my posts is either going to get a reply back, a little heart on Instagram, they're gonna get something from me, and on Facebook, I'm inviting every single one of those people to come like the page, because I hope you guys know this, but when someone likes your page, if you click on the likes or the love, it'll pop up a box and it'll show either that they like your page or it'll say invite. You should be inviting every single one of those people to like your page. This is growing your following very slowly and organically, right? So you have to engage. But the other side of this is, so we had the pleasure of having the #1 agent in the world for Century 21 came out of our South Tampa office. She sold 342 transactions. Okay, she decided to take 10 days off. So her whole business has been built on, she takes all of her past customers and she constantly goes in and just comments on their posts and things that they're doing. Hey, I see Susie's gotten so big, congratulations, I hope all is well. She literally does that for every customer. Now, how does the Facebook algorithm work? Well, it sees that she's engaging in those people's stuff. So guess who naturally starts showing up in her news feed? Their stuff. And so now it's created this whole network of her just constantly staying top of mind for all of her past customers. That can be done on every business. Like if you want to grow your following, go spend an hour on Instagram and go comment on every relevant hashtag that you have for your business. Go spend time commenting on all the top posts. If you're doing nothing, posting on one is better than nothing, right? That's always my philosophy. Like I get asked a lot, how many times should I post? How many times are you posting now? 0, post once. Like that is better than 0, right? So you should always do more. The way the algorithms work is you over-index. So you're not gonna take away your following from Facebook on Instagram. 2 different consumers, and even if it is the same consumer, they're consuming differently, right? So as long as you're posting contextual content on each platform, you're gonna grow your following and your reach in both directions. You're not taking away and minimizing at all. So I think the key here is by posting 5, here's how I look at it. If we post once, right, we might get 1,500 likes on that photo. Okay, that's 1,500 people. But if I post twice and I got 500 the second time because some people already saw our stuff, and 1,500, well, I got 2,000, right? So it's still more. Still more than I would have gotten. So more is always better. Here's the beautiful thing about a social environment. You're never gonna overwhelm anyone because they're just gonna keep scrolling. Like if they feel like you post too much, they're gonna keep scrolling. Like this, I don't know, you're not disrupting them. Like it's literally this. Like, I mean, so I wouldn't worry about that. And I think that holds a lot of people back. My concept is post as much as humanly possible, because the more content you give out, you're over-indexing on that platform. You're feeding the algorithm, which is going to naturally allow you to reach more people. So there's multiple ways to source and create content. At the basic level, there is sharing, right? So in the very beginning, if you don't have a lot of time or you're nervous to get in front of your camera or whatever, then what I would suggest doing is, so going just for ease, Redskins, right? If I wanted to engage with Redskins people, I literally go into the search bar of the platform and search Redskins. Under pages, posts, and content along the top of Facebook, if you click on that, you're gonna see a bunch of pages related to the Redskins. I then go to that page and start sharing their stuff to my page, because I know that my audience will care about that, right? And you can do that with anything. It could be cooking, it could be anything, right? So that's the easiest, literally path of least resistance to share content to your page. Is that the best? No, but it will at least get some people engaging. And in fact, in the baby and kids products company, one of our e-commerce brands, a lot of our content is that, because we have actually built a really big following that comes to our page to look at other people's posts, because we've just become so well known for sharing some of those like family friendly kind of things, right? So they literally come there looking for it. So it's really interesting where in most of our businesses, if we post content that we created, it out indexes the other 10 to 1. That's not the case on that page. If we post our created content, we'll get like 2,000 people to watch it, right? I post somebody else's like 10,000 like in a second. I'm like, what? Come on, our stuff isn't that bad. So I think that's the path of least resistance. If you're gonna run a business, you need the business page, right? Because it gives you so much more options and analytics and everything else that comes with it, but it also gives you multiple platforms to share your content, right? Because in the beginning, when your business page isn't as big, when you start sharing your, like I would suggest then post everything to that business page and then share it to your personal page, because that's where your engagement is, but it's gonna start merging the two, right? And then once they engage with you on the personal side, you can directly invite them to like the business page, and that's how it's gonna kind of slowly grow. Because you're gonna post, if I post on my personal page and then share it to a business page that no one's following, no one's seeing it. Right, so it's gonna go the other way. Yeah, but I would just talk about that then. I would tell your audience, like, listen, this isn't a monetization game for me. Like, I don't make money doing this. I make money doing this over here. So this is literally just me bringing value. If you know of anyone that I can help, please send them my way and have them watch my stuff, because I am literally, there's no monetization here, right? It's why our content works on the real estate side, because we make our money actually selling real estate. We'll give our best advice away for free every day, because I don't need to monetize my audience, right? Like, I just don't need to. We make money over here. So it allows you to be way more authentic.